Alright, let me introduce myself. I'm Alexander Hamilton, usually at the front, and I hate to be quite honest, but the farmers aren't blunt. They ain't civil, they ain't proper, they ain't even smart. My conclusion? That the privilege lead our hearts. Farmers have influenced the leaders of the nation, and that should probably change. Why? Just rewind this flow stated in the intro. Now, aside from all those farmers, let's think about this quest. I don't know about this government, it seems like a pushover at best. My solution is as follows. The hell with all you cowards, bring on strong central power. What's gonna follow? I'll tell you the government model. Now, despite past confrontations and the constant violations, the mother country Britain is a perfect government position. Enough of all the structure, let's talk about the rules. Now, although the Constitution is supposed to be obeyed, it's a rather strictly business. We need room to play. Forget all this austereness and following the laws. The construction will be loose to avoid certain downfalls. And further explanation is a new investigation. Some people have big mouths and the internet can't stop playing. To avoid such future conflicts, it's wise to restrict any lip. In basic confirmation of everything stated, here's an overview strongly related. The British are jerks, no doubt about that, but they possess sophistication and strong centralization. They're the perfect model for this American nation. That's basic summarization of we Hamiltonians. Most of us are well-to-do, bankers, or merchants, or even wealthy farmers. In an ultimate conclusion, we're a professional group of martyrs.
Hamilton, shut up, let me talk. Tommy J in the house, born 1743. Inherited 2 farms when I was just 14. Graduated from the College of William and Mary, where I learned about alignment and the problems of society. Before I was elected in 1801, they called me President Thomas Jefferson. Soon enough, I was Washington's Secretary of State. You're just a poser. What makes you think you're so great?
Before I was a president, I was a United States resident. Under the rule of the notorious King George, there were very few rights that became tied in the force. Now I'm living in the White House. I am the godlike figure. You're just a mouse. Born in 1732, I show my native colors red, white, and blue. I'm so massive, I am 6 feet tall. I stand for liberty and justice for all. I led the Continental Army, I'm the father of this country. I chopped down a cherry tree, I defeated the British Army, setting us free. I'm on the dollar bills, roaming in the Virginian hills. First Commander-in-Chief, don't take it for granted of this land enchanted.
Yo, it's Jay Mads, I'm about to teach you lads. I was the 4th president, a strong central government is what I represent. I was a political theorist and American statesman, also a deist and Episcopalian, not to mention the father of the Constitution.
People aren't evil, I have faith in them. They can make their own decisions, trust the good sense of men. The French Revolution was a glorious day, just like the revolution of the USA. Our government strength should be within the states. We must stop tyranny before it's too late. Why increase the number of federal employees when you can pay attention to the beautiful lady?
Now we're strong and right while you're wrong and uptight. I got Hamilton's back, we're so great that we don't give slack. Hamilton's ability was apparent, he became one of my trusted advocates. After Hamilton served in the battles of Trenton and Princeton, he became part of the family of Washington. When I was elected, I tapped Hamilton to be my Secretary of the Treasury. Little did I know that it would make the best of me. With Hamilton's brains and my support, we had many followers that wanted to come aboard. I gave him full support to create the National Bank. I knew it would work because Hamilton never drew a blank. The National Bank would increase the flow of the money throughout the country and help government negotiate loans and collect taxes for money. In current day, Hamilton's plan worked. Today we have a solid, credible, credit-worthy nation, so maybe it's time for y'all to go take a permanent vacation.
Power to the wealthy is what we don't condone. We believe the farmers are our backbone. Our future is in agriculture, not industry or business. We will have a strong economy when their growth is less. We will win over their votes, so you better take some notes. Tommy J might not compose great speeches, but writes with much eloquence. If you want proof, read the Declaration of Independence.
A national bank? No way. will end up corrupt just like the Bank of the UK. To hell with you and your voting qualifications, you'll be destroying this nation's creations. Funding our debts would only benefit the wealthy and make the rest suffer, and you know that ain't healthy. You know what, I'll just stop here, because Hamilton, we are strong here in the South. That should be enough to shut your stupid mouth.
First of all, switch to Jeffersonians. You have faith in farmers and distrust the wisest. It's not special privileges, I know it's how you see it. It's simply precaution for the preservation of this nation. You want them to vote, to lower qualifications? What are you trying to accomplish? That'll only result in frustration. Not simply within me, but across this blessed foundation. Is that what you want? Some sort of segregation? And what about a government, specifically the national? You want us to be weak? That's simply irrational. Now I understand your frailty and your lack of high security, but don't let it control you, especially not nationally. Look what it does to you. It'll only be a reflection of the mirror you look into that portrays a conflagration. Here's yet another example of your lack of concentration. In case you complete the puzzle, I'll place the last piece. With such an institution, our country will burn. It will cease. I also hear about your idea of democracy. I interpret that as a ridiculous idiocracy. That's a diss in case your oblivion might have missed. Now, despite such an insipid form of government, your reasoning behind it is no surprising gist. I applaud you in the comprehension of your tendency to be amiss. Who would obey or even respect such a ridiculous manifestation? To resolve such mutual understanding among the majority of Americans, you resorted to the permission of the complete participation of the entire population despite the lack of understanding or even contemplation of the ideas of this nation. You're prepared to accept any fair result in such widespread representation. Furthermore, you want a strict interpretation of the Constitution that was written by forefathers as a solution to the remedy of this nation, ultimately resulting in the conclusion of a governmental revolution. It's very understandable considering your predicament. You can't lead them, you're much too incompetent. Not only do you lack the strength to obtain any respect, you lack the discipline to keep the nation intact. Prepare to... How you see it. It's simply precaution for the preservation of the nation.
No, I got in it!
You ready? You ready?
Wait, not yet.
Wait, do I have to start or the icon next to it?
Start.
Okay.
Go. People are evil, I have faith in them. They can make their own consensus. Just like the Bank of the UK. Patience. Funding our debts would only benefit the wealthy and make the rest so...
Ricky, come on.
No.
I was keeping it straight for you.